Thanks for checking out this haul video. So I have a new haul here from a new website called Odyssey Movies. It's odysseymovies.com. They're an online movie store, and they're selling a lot of nice boutique label stuff. Brand spanking new in 2025, run by a dude named Travis. I think it's literally one dude doing this. And he seems like a really nice guy. I had heard his interview on Reconnected, the weekly live stream that Ryan Verrill from The Disconnected does. And yeah, he seemed like a cool guy. I wanted to support him basically, so I went on the site and I found some things that I had been kind of wanting and made a purchase. So here are 4 movies I'm going to go over that I got. And shout out to, I believe his name is Travis. I'm going to feel bad if that's not right. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it's just odysseymovies.com. So you can go there and check out what he has in stock. Have a sticker that he put in there, Odyssey Movies, looking pretty good. And then the first film I got, this is in the order of what I'm least excited about to most excited about. That's how I always do my haul videos. So the first one is a 4K of The Lost Boys. I figured it's about time. I do need to go ahead and get The Lost Boys. I haven't owned this film ever, and I do quite like it. And it's kind of funny because I made this purchase and it already received all my films. And then I found out that there's a drive-in in Pennsylvania that's about 2.5 hours away from me called the Mahoning Drive-In. If you're a drive-in fan, you probably have heard of it. And I found out they're doing a 35 millimeter showing of The Lost Boys in August. So I'm going to be going with my best friend Rich. Shout out Rich. Not only that, they're showing The Lost Boys, and then the second feature is going to be some sort of surprise vampire film from the 80s as well. I'm hoping for Fright Night. Fingers crossed for Fright Night big time. Actually, I don't know if you can see I have like a Fright Night thing back here. But what I'm most excited about is that before the movies start, they're going to have a 1-hour concert from Tim Capello. If you don't know who Tim Capello is, he's the guy who shirtless with chains and just looking ripped and oiled up, playing saxophone in a very short scene in The Lost Boys. And he's kind of become a big thing, well, semi-big thing within the horror community. From what I've heard, he's a super nice guy, but he's going to be doing a concert. His saxophone work is phenomenal. So not only do I like that from the movie, but I am a fan of this musical group called Gunship. And I got into them a few years ago, and there's some really great sax work in there. And I was like, man, the saxophone work is so good. Look into it. It's Tim Capello. So he appears on some of these songs, and it rips, man. It is so good. He is amazing in that. So I'm really hoping he does some of those songs in concert, but it's going to be a great time. So very stoked about having this finally, and there will be a memory kind of tied to that. But this is kind of like a no-frills release, but I do like this artwork quite a bit. That's super cool. As I do, I'm just going to read the synopsis. Super short. Sam and his older brother Michael are average everyday teens, but after they move with their mother to peaceful Santa Clara, California, things mysteriously begin to change. Michael's not himself lately, and Mom's not going to like what he's turning into. That's it. It's not a great synopsis, but, who puts this out? Yeah, just Warner. Warner Brothers, But I just figured I needed to have the film. So, moving on. The next one is one of the Terror Vision movies I've been wanting to pick up, and that is The Newly Deads. This one looks a lot of fun, like a lot of fun. This is one of those shot on video films. Nice slipcase, looking pretty good. And then on the inside, Blu-ray here, obviously. And then there's that. So let's read it. This wonderfully gruesome tale of horror tells the story of 5 newlywed couples who arrive at the Newlywed Hotel, a beautiful lakeside resort run by Lloyd Stone. Their arrival has been plagued by a supernatural ghost hellbent on preventing her playboy ex-lover from getting married. Wedded bliss turns to horror as the guests are brutally murdered one by one. Only Lloyd possesses the power to stop the newlyweds from becoming the Newly Deads. Love the way that synopsis is written. That's awesome. And looks like there's some pretty good interviews on here. They actually got an interview with Doug Jones. Yes, the Doug Jones, who is very tied into the works of Guillermo del Toro. Very iconic character actor. And yeah, this is in conjunction with City Lights, by the way. This isn't just a straight up TerraVision release, but I'm very excited for this. They've been putting out some great shot on video stuff, so let's go, Newlydids. And then the next one is another one that is TerraVision, which I'm pretty stoked about, and that is Papadopoulos. This is a documentary that I've really been wanting to check out about I believe Jim Wynorski. Yeah, Jim Wynorski. Forgot for a second. Who's a prolific like D-level filmmaker, but makes some really fun stuff. Like I watched Dino Gator earlier this year, and that was a lot of fun. Rest in peace, Michael Madsen. But yeah, this looks like a really fun, interesting documentary about Jim Wynorski, how he works on his films, and yeah, so I like the artwork there. The back is kind of not huge on that, and then a color version in there, which is kind of cool. And there you go. Super stoked to watch this. And one of the interesting things to note is that on the Odyssey website, it said, like, it had a note with this release saying it is slip covered, but there's damage to the slip covers. So I was looking at it and like, this is it. Like, I don't even know if you can see it. Okay, yeah. There's the tiniest little baby crease in this one corner, and that's it. It's like negligible damage. So great on Travis for actually putting that note in there to just kind of let people know like there is damage. But the way it was written in there, I thought it was going to be like pretty significant damage, but it's not. So I was pleasantly surprised. All right, so here we go. Let's pop some tops. Jim Wynorski was the first to cast Tracy Lords in mainstream cinema. He directed Heather Locklear in The Return of Swamp Thing. He discovered Jennifer Love Hewitt, now the man behind the Bear Wench Project and The Devil Wears Nada, must make a movie in 3 days. He has a successful formula, a big chase and a big chest, and a catchy title, Witches of Breastwick. But now he must cut the schedule, the crew, the makeup, and the food to focus the only special effects he can really afford, the buxom assets of Julie K. Smith, Monique Parent, and Stormy Daniels. Humorous and insightful, the award-winning documentary peeks into the pop-topping world of B-movies before they disappear from our shelves forever. Yeah, super excited. I watched the trailer for it. It looks phenomenal. Cannot wait to watch this. And all these movies I will do short reviews on when I watch them. But the question is, when will I watch them? You can't really see it too well, but there's a gigantic stack of movies I haven't watched back here I need to get to. Papadopoulos. Okay, and now the one I am most excited about, and this is my first time getting any release by Indicator, the boutique label Indicator, which I believe is out of the UK. Body Double. This is a Brian De Palma film. I've heard good things about it. It's kind of that like giallo-esque erotic thriller film. Do you like to watch? Yeah. So I am super stoked to check this out. I wish there was some kind of art on the back, but there isn't. But that's very interesting. I like the design on the disc itself, but like not having any art or anything here, just being white, kind of weird. Anyway, there is no... Wow, that's... I hadn't looked at the back. This is interesting. There's no synopsis on this film. Are you serious? Okay, well, you know what? I feel like that warrants me, actually, since I'm, doing synopses. I just need to look up... Actually, I'm going to do it on Letterboxd. I was going to do it on IMDb, but Letterboxd synopses are typically better, honestly. So we'll do that. Body Double. Here we go. You can't believe everything you see. After losing an acting role and his girlfriend, Jake Scully finally catches a break. He gets offered a gig house sitting in the Hollywood Hills. While peering through the beautiful home's telescope one night, he spies a gorgeous woman dancing in her window. But when he witnesses the girl's murder, it leads Scully through the netherworld of the adult entertainment industry on a search for answers, with porn actress Holly Body as his guide. Sounds like a lot of fun. It has a 3.8 on Letterboxd. That is high. So very excited to check out Body Double. Heard great things. I am into giallo-esque films and erotic thriller films, and so I might actually be able to get my wife to watch this one with me. We'll see. fingers crossed. But yeah, Body Double, the one I'm most excited about. Got really stoked when I saw it was on Odyssey Movies. This was the one that made me make a purchase, to be honest. And then I was just like, oh, well, I can pick these up as well at the same time. But this is what drove the purchase right here. So yeah, Body Double. Anyway, that's my haul. I would go ahead and say, please support Odyssey Movies. They do have a really good selection, especially for just getting started, because I'm all about these types of sites existing. I don't have any affiliation. I just like to support these types of things. And it's, like I said, it's just one dude who seems like a nice guy trying to get this going. So check it out, odysseymovies.com. Would love to hear about any hauls you guys have gotten recently. Go ahead and put it down in the comments. Or if you want to comment on the films that I got, you can do that as well. Thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell button, all that stuff. And if you want to, you can pitch in a few bucks for what I'm doing here. Memberships are linked in the description. 3 levels, top level getting exclusive videos no one else sees. All levels end up getting very early access to all of my videos I put up. So yeah, but anyway, thank you so much for your time. And until next time, keep it brutal.